So today is Saturday, January 4th, 2014, my second installment in as many days of Hester Lives. Um, I accomplished not one objective today. That's because I didn't have any. You have to write your goals and objectives down and put them on the wall so you can see them all day, every day. To remind yourself, put it on your screensaver, on your mirror in the bathroom, everywhere, right in front of you every day. But January 3rd wasn't a total loss in that I had a wonderful lunch with a longtime friend of mine, Dominique Bright Wheeler, who I didn't know until she reminded me today how long we had been friends. She told me that we first met in 1980, probably in the mid 80s, at the Metropolitan Area Committee leadership, whatever, courses, several weeks at certain community people. I think you had to be recommended by somebody that had done MAC to be in MAC. I met another couple during that time, at least the female part of the couple, Betty DeMarco, and I may have met Robbie at the same time too. I thought about it today. I know so many people. I've dealt with so many people in the city of New Orleans um, that I believe want to help me do this justice work. And so I'm going to reach out to them and ask them for help. The Bible says you have not because you ask not. Well, this year I'll be asking everybody. As I was telling Dominique today that nobody that I know of, maybe Al Sharpton and Jesse Jackson, nobody says when I grow up I want to be an activist. That is, you wouldn't wish that on your worst enemy. It's almost a fate worse than death. Because you're trying to help people who are apathetic, in denial, don't give a damn, and everything in between. When I tell people they're on the plantation, most of the time the reaction is, I ain't on no plantation. Oh yeah, you on the plantation. Me too. I'm just Harriet Tubman, the runaway slave, trying to get you guys to the North Star. But Louisiana, the whole country, the whole world probably is a big plantation that the 1%ers are trying to, keep the 99%ers down. So I'm so tired. I mean, you can see it in my eyes, but I'm still trying to get my mind and body regulated with, as I said yesterday, good food. At Morton's Wine Cellar today, I had a cup of gumbo with okra and shrimp in it, and I had half a sandwich was a roast beef sandwich and some spearmint tea. Well, that's a lot better than the burgers I've been getting from McDonald's and the fries and the big old cup of sweet tea. But what I enjoyed the most about today was spending time with Dominique. Um, Two old friends talking about the challenges of being a woman, being a wife, being a mother, being a sister, having elderly parents that have been sick, and just, commiserating. We weren't woe is me. We were just being very matter of fact and talking about the challenges in our lives. And it's just good. And then she she picked me up and dropped me off, which was great because I was so tired. But the best part was when I got out the car, she had a care package for me. I knew she was going to bring me some red beans and rice that she had cooked. But she also had black-eyed peas and cabbage and red beans and rice and cornbread. So I got out the car with my little plastic bag. And I felt good because I felt like somebody was taking care of me for a change. I need a lot of taking care of. I've taken care of people most of my life, but nobody has really taken care of me, including me. Another friend of mine today asked me why was I doing this video diary stuff. And very rarely does somebody ask me a question, because I'm usually very strategic and always thinking deep thoughts. My friend asked me, why are you doing this? And I was stumbling and bumbling trying to articulate a clear reason why I was doing this video diary every day. And I told her it was to keep me on task, or try to get me first. I got to get on task and then stay on task. It's hard to admit every day to you guys that I failed yet again. But 2 days running, I've done this video diary, so that's a success right there. I did get out the house today. Wasn't smelling like roses, but friends don't care about that. I was trying to get a bubble bath, but I was just too tired to do it. So tomorrow, I'm going to get up again, dust myself off, take me a nice soak in the tub. I have the best bubble baths and elixirs and soaps and exfoliants. I need to try using them. So I'm going to take a nice soak in the tub with some Epsom salt. Try to get, my bones were hurting so badly today because it's cold and rainy. And I felt so decrepit. Every move I made was painful. I was bent over and walking so slow. I told you yesterday I feel like I'm in the body of a 100-year-old. So I need to get those joints like Nipsey Russell in the scandalous, so white folks say, remake of The Wizard of Oz. Socks 'em all to me, let it trickle down my spine. If you don't have STP, Crisco will do just fine. Socks 'em all to me. Now, God obviously didn't give me a singing voice, a gift of singing. God, my head would be swollen bigger than it is now if I had that talent as well as the talent of speaking. Stay in your lane, people. Know where your gifting is and stay in your lane. But set your goals, write them down, put them on the wall. Tell people. Have them help you stay accountable to yourself. Be good to yourself. A couple of my friends today were very concerned that I wasn't getting proper rest. I haven't gotten proper rest. I couldn't tell you the last decade, if ever. Probably never in my life. I had to stay up as a child to look out for the sexual molesters. And look, this thing, I'm going to keep it real. You guys are going to know a whole lot more about me by the end of the year than you ever wanted to know. And maybe it will encourage somebody. Like, I couldn't articulate to my friend why I was doing this, but maybe sometimes you have to just, the Lord tells you to do something, you just have to do it. And sometimes the reason becomes clear later on. As Hester, as bad as I am, I have the same challenges that's common to any human. You know, Dr. King and Malcolm, and they were human. They were carnal. They were men. All of us have weaknesses and frailties, and nobody wants their life put out for public consumption on blast. We would all be shocked and appalled. So I thank Dominique Bright Wheeler for, too bad she doesn't live here. She's leaving in a couple of days. But I really enjoyed her treating me to lunch and treating me to the traditional New Orleans cuisine as I left out the car with my little care package. And I'm going to call on more people to help me this year as I try to whip my body in shape and whip my mind in shape and spirit and everything else. And I'm going to do these 10-minute vignettes every day. To encourage myself and hopefully to encourage you to keep on keeping on. And I'm going to live victoriously. And that's a fact.